Throughout the years, we have seen many elite pitchers fall victim to injuries, one in particular being Noah Syndegaard. Through his first 4 seasons in the big leagues, he was regularly topping 100 miles per hour, but following his Tommy John surgery he received prior to the 2020 season, he's been hovering around 90 and has never been the same player since. Because of this, he even noted that he would trade his firstborn to be his old self again. Kind of a weird comment, but anyways, while we watch the tail end of Syndergaard's what could have been career, I want to relive the day he played what I believe to be the greatest single game performance in MLB history. The game in question was May 2nd, 2019. At this point in the season, the New York Mets were sitting 10th best in the National League with a 15-15 record, and their ace Noah Syndergaard wasn't having the greatest start of the season either, with an inflated 6.35 ERA in his first 6 starts. But against the Cincinnati Reds, a team destined for another losing season, he had a chance to get back on track. The first batter up was Jesse Winker, a man labeled as the most hated player by Mets fans after he waved goodbye to them following a couple of their wins. But Syndergaard was able to retire him comfortably with a 90-mile-per-hour changeup at the bottom of the zone, giving Mets fans the golden opportunity to wave at him while he walked back to the dugout. Next up, Eugenio Suarez. Up until this point in the season, he had 119 plate appearances, including 7 home runs, 13 walks, and 28 strikeouts. Those 3 outcomes accounted for 40% of his total plate appearances, a true 3-outcome type of player. And in his at-bat versus Syndergaard, it was the strikeout that shined through as he swung through an 80-mile-per-hour curveball in the dirt. The next batter, Derek Dietrich, was staring down Syndergaard, who had already topped 99 miles per hour with 2 outs and nobody on, a situation in which he only posted a .227 average for his career. But in this instance, he sent the 4th pitch of the at-bat into left field to give the Reds their first base runner of the game. Spoiler alert, there weren't many after this, with the next batter, Yasiel Puig, shooting a sky-high pop-up to the shortstop Amed Rosario to end the first inning scoreless, increasing the Mets' chance of winning from 50% at the start of the game to 55%. All thanks to Syndergaard's effort, and he wouldn't stop there. By the time the end of the 5th inning rolled along, the Mets were leading 1-0, with Syndergaard shutting down any hopes for the Reds. In the top of the 2nd, he induced a ground ball double play after allowing the leadoff single. In the 3rd, struck out Tyler Mahle, the Reds starter, in a battle of the pitchers, something we no longer get to see. And he cruised through the 4th and 5th innings pretty comfortably, increasing the Mets' chances of winning to a whopping 71%. Now, through the 6th, 7th, and 8th innings, nothing much happened. Boring for us, but incredible from Syndergaard, because after Eugenio Suarez walked in the top of the 3rd, told you he was only a 3-outcome player, Syndergaard went on a roll. 16 batters came to the plate, only 1 reached base, but was retired the next at-bat as Syndergaard induced yet another timely ground ball for the double play. But with little run support from the Mets offense, the score was still just 1-0 entering the 9th inning, where Syndergaard was given the opportunity to go for the complete game shutout. First up was Kyle Farmer, replacing Jesse Winker, who had gone 0 for 3 with 2 Ks on the afternoon. Farmer entered as one of the Reds' best bench bats. During the month of April, he featured in 18 games, only 5 of which were starts, and brought some power with his .560 slugging percentage in this short sample size. And with the Reds only down by 1 run, they were hoping one swing of the bat could change the game. But unfortunately for them, he did not swing the bat and was sat down looking by a blistering 98-mile-per-hour sinker for out number 1. Next up, Eugenio Suarez, who already had his strikeout and walk on the day, meaning a home run next wouldn't be surprising. But the fly ball he sent to right field died well short of the track for out number 2. And finally, with the Reds down to their final out, Derek Dietrich stepped to the plate. One of the few who already had a hit against Syndergaard that day, but with the game almost finished and fastball still being pumped in near 100 miles per hour and the Mets' chances of winning now at 96%, a hit would be very unlikely. But on the 3rd pitch of the at-bat, he shot a broken bat ground ball between Dominic Smith at first and Robinson Cano at second for the Reds' 4th hit of the afternoon, giving them a chance to tie things up with a hit in the gap. Something the next batter, Yasiel Puig, has done fairly regularly, topping 20+ and sometimes even 30+ each season. On the 1st pitch of the at-bat, Puig took called strike 1 on a fastball on the corner. And on the next pitch, the Reds set up a hit and run, but Syndergaard fooled Puig on a 77-mile-per-hour curveball for strike 2. However, with Michael Lorenzen stealing second base, it put immense pressure on Noah Syndergaard. In fact, the leverage index was at a whopping 2.79. For reference, 1 is average and only 10% of pitches are thrown with a higher than 2 figure. Syndergaard was much higher than that, and it makes sense. 2 outs, runner on second, 0-2 count, and only up 1 run. This pitch meant everything. A single could keep the game going, or a strikeout would end it.
0-2. Got him looking! And the ball game is over!
Might have been a questionable strike call, but nonetheless, Syndergaard had done it. A 104-pitch complete game shutout to help the Mets win the game 1-0. And when looking at the plays that impacted the Mets' chances of winning the most, you can see it was all Syndergaard. Puig's strikeout looking in the 9th added 11%, the 2 double plays added 8 each, and Farmer's pinch hit strikeout added 9. But wait, what's that blurred out one? Noah Syndegaard homer off of Tyler Mahle? Wait, what?
Noah Syndegaard leads off and flies one to deep left field. Back goes Winker into the warning track, takes a look, and it's gone! Noah Syndegaard strikes again!
That's right, the lone run the Mets scored in the top of the 3rd inning was off the bat of Syndergaard. Sorry I let that out till the end, but it made it seem much more interesting. So, to reiterate, Syndergaard finished the night with a complete game shutout, punched out 10 batters, allowed only 5 base runners, and hit the home run for the Mets' only run of the game. It was truly a work of art from Thor on that early May afternoon, and while baseball has been and always will be a team sport, I truly think this is the most any one single player can carry his team on his back and single-handedly win it himself. That wraps it up for this video, but before you go, consider liking the video if you enjoyed, subscribe to help us reach our goal of 1,000 subscribers, and stay up to date with everything in MLB. Alright, I will see you in the next one.